So, Misfit Mafia and Cheese Crew jumping into first pick, first bands on Infernal Shrines. Gonna start off with Cheese Crew picking it out. Let's see what these guys want to ban, what they want to pick. I personally love Dahaka on this map, so if you're not taking him first pick, it might be time to ban him. Dahaka just super strong here, man. Not something you want to let go to the other team, especially if the other team has a good global player. But Cheese Crew likes to bust out some crazy strats, so you never quite know what you're going to get there. Be interesting to see what they come with tonight. Looking back at last week, it does not look like they played on Infernal Shrines, or the week before. They did not play on Infernal Shrines. Taking their time, though, down to 10 seconds. And there's the Sylvanas ban. All right. Not wanting to let Sylvanas go because she will make that Punisher super strong. I'm going to go ahead and figure out why my sound is not doing what it's supposed to do while we wait for this other ban. Probably because I'm missing interface sounds. All right. So now we got Misfit Mafia taking their second ban. Let's see what these boys want to take out. Again, the Dahaka rule still holds. If you're not taking Dahaka first pick, maybe you should ban him. And if you don't have first pick, that means you're probably not taking it as first pick. Ooh. Don't do it. Please don't do it. I want a garage game, boys. Don't ban the garage. Please, no. Don't do it. But it looks like we might get a garage ban, and it is going to be the garage ban from the Misfit Mafia. And Cheese Crew busting out that immediate Dahaka pick. I love it. Dahaka first pick on this map. You can't go wrong with that. Super strong. Dahaka's probably in the best place right now overall for Warriors, especially global Warriors. Someone that needs to roam around, do what he needs to do. Dahaka's in a great place right now if you know how to play him. All right. Misfit Mafia, now's your chance. Do you go down the Holy Trinity path? Do you just go something more stable? Maybe a Li Ming, maybe a New Barak. Maybe you want ETC, new Space Cowboy. Gul'dan is coming out. All right, Gul'dan. That's one down, one to go, boys. And Rhaegar. All right. And apparently I have voices turned off too, which is kind of distracting during the draft. So we're going to go ahead and pop that back in real quick while Cheese Crew thinks about what these last two choices are going to be for them. That's what happens when you tweak your sounds and you don't run through a live draft first. Boys and girls, always remember to double check your settings before casting a game. I violated my own rule there, but that's all right. We can deal with that. You guys can forgive me, I'm sure. So here we go. Gul'dan, Rhaegar on one side, Dahaka on the other side. Cheese Crew, bust out something crazy, boys. I'm thinking maybe we get to see like something crazy like nah, not a Cho'Gall, but maybe we'll see like a Murky from these guys. Haven't seen Murky in a while. Haven't cast a game with Murky in a long time. I would not be opposed to that. Out comes Malfurion Stitches. Ooh, this looks dangerous. This looks really dangerous. Those are some solid picks there. I'm not sure it's going to be strong enough, though. We'll have to see. Not a whole lot of damage there. So Cheese Crew saving their damage for the last two picks in their rotation. And Misfit Mafia going to go ahead and get some bans in place. Let's see what they go ahead and ban here. Taking their time and thinking about it. There's nothing wrong with thinking about your bans. Nothing wrong with thinking about any of your picks. I am not quite on the same plane as other people who feel like you should take a super long amount of time when you're thinking about it, though. If you have your pick and you're ready to go, let's just get it out there and do it. Otherwise, yeah, it's cool. Take your time, think through. Sometimes you have to adjust stuff. I get it. It happens. And the Li Ming ban. I think, well, we don't know how much melee we're going to see on the side of Misfit Mafia, but KT might have been slightly stronger ban there. KT gets a lot of value on this map. A little less than Li Ming does, because hitting players with those orbs doesn't always work out for you. But Li Ming is a good solid ban, especially if you're going to go into an Anubarak. Li Ming's beam can bust down that cocoon super fast. She's probably the quickest counter to having a cocoon out on the field. So we'll just have to see what Misfit Mafia has in mind for the rest of their picks. Cheese Crew taking their time with their ban. 10 seconds left. Let's see. Given what they have, I would not be opposed to seeing an Anubarak ban here. But we get the Arthas ban. Okay. All right. Or even an Ariel ban would have worked with Gul'dan. Ariel is a great healer. Lots of hope generation. But Johanna picked up in her pink shield and everything. Woohoo! Nazebo! Alright. So Misfit Mafia thinks this game might be going long game. With that Nazebo pick. They're definitely looking for the post 20 action. We'll have to see how that goes. That could work for them. It could backfire on them. I've seen it go both ways. And then last two picks over to Cheese Crew. Got to get some damage, boys. Got to get some damage. What are you going to do? $15 seconds to go. It's crunch time. This is where you want to win. You want to end up being the team that's 5-0. And Vala KT come out. That is a ton of damage, but that is a ton of squishy sitting behind that Dahaka Malfurion. I would not be opposed to a very divey hero, maybe a Genji. Solo tank it. Solo tank, solo support. Go into a Genji. Go into a... I think Genji might actually be the best choice here against those two. There's no blinds. I like the Genji pick. That could work out well. Butcher can also work out well if your squad knows how to roam correctly. New Butcher can stack pretty quick, and then he's pretty much unstoppable. If you can stack it quick. But a new Barak comes out. We're going to double warrior this bad boy. Okay. That's a little concerning because you're basically only having Nazebo and Gul'dan for your damage. Johanna is not a high damage tank. A new Barak can do decent. I don't know. Let's see what Misfit Mafia can do with this. I'm a little worried though. A little light on the damage. But that's why we play the game, right? Any team can win at any time. It's just a matter of winning the video game as it was. And so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some teams here. For the blue team, Misfit Mafia, we do have Taoism on the Gul'dan, 6 on the Anubarak, double EMZ on Nazebo, Real Bros on Johanna, and Mr. Sad Panda on the Rhaegar. Then over on the red team, the Cheese Crew, those Sultans of Silver League, man. We got Darak playing that Kael Thas, Crumlock on the Dahaka, Dekro on the Stitches, Daz playing that Malfurion, and Black Magic rounding out that crew on the Vala. I don't know, straight up draft to draft, I kind of like Cheese Crew's draft just a little bit better. But that does not mean Misfit Mafia can't pull a W here. It's just going to be slightly harder on them. They're going to have to do just that much better on that execution than we're going to see out of the Cheese Crew. So let's see how that works out for them. My fingers are crossed, though. I want to see 3 great games out of these 2 teams tonight. You got 2 4-0s. The only way to do that right is to have a solid, straight up 3-game set. Not just a 1-game set, or a 2-game set rather, but a straight up 3-game set. Let's hope that's what we get here. All right. As we see both teams line it up, looks like we are going to get the 5-on-5 out the mid gate right away strategy. I like that. Can be fun. Can be fun. Can also cause you some quick deaths. All right. I also like Stitches going with Dampen Magic there against the Nazebo Gul'dan. It's pretty much almost has to have. And out they come. A Nubrak also going with the shielding talent for the Li Ming. Oh my God, Cheese Crew. Busting out the happy smiley faces tonight. Props on the Mount Synergy, boys. Skins look pretty good too. So Cheese Crew immediately jumping straight into a 2-2-1. Just leaving Stitches Malfurion busting out the cheese. While we have Vala and Dahaka in the bottom lane. Oh, that's a bad spot for Nazebo to be in. Lots of damage coming out right away. Vala actually looking for a kill. Not quite going to get it. Nazebo just barely able to get away from that. And the soak continues. Top lane, meanwhile, we have KT in a little bit of trouble. And Nubrak and Gul'dan up there. But Dahaka burrowing in. Coming in to save the day. Not able to get a kill, but definitely able to put some damage and say, Gul'dan, what's up? You don't get to harass my guys here. Alright, Twitch chat's reporting that my video has frozen, so I'm just taking a look at that real quick while I get through here. My video is definitely frozen there. Alright. Cool. Alright, good to go. Video is working. Can confirm. First shrine coming up. Both teams sitting on 3. And top shrine. Lots of damage coming out, though. That's going to be first blood going over to the boys in Misfit Mafia with a quick kill against that Dahaka. As both teams make their way up into this top shrine. Level 4 is picked up for Misfit Mafia, just a little ahead of the Cheese Crew, but they're going to go ahead and get their level 4 talents here too. Looks like we might have ourselves a little party here in the top lane. Hook just missing. Shrine has been started, but only 2 skeletal defenders picked up so far. And now everybody's in here looking to do some damage and some work at the same time. A lot of damage going out onto Misfit Mafia and Cheese Crew. Both sides getting a little bit low, but KT might be the first to die here. Rhaegar is running away for the Misfit Mafia, not looking to die yet. And it looks like we're going to get a quick tap from both teams. Alright, little bit of Twitch chat going on, trying to make sure I take care of all those viewers and keep this game going. We do have everybody still fighting on that top lane, nobody dead, but most of Cheese Crew is awfully low here. Malfurion doing what he can to top everybody off, but Rhaegar's Chain Heal's just doing a slightly better job to keep everybody healed up as much as possible. Down goes the Nubarak, though. That was a surprising kill. Out comes a lot of damage on the Johanna, and with no frontliners, the rest of Misfit Mafia looking to back off, but a nice hook pulls Rhaegar in, and down he goes as well. This is going to cede control over to the Cheese Crew and should give them a first shrine uncontested the rest of the way. So we do have 39 to 40. It looks like Nazeebo went middle to soak, but Dahaka doing the same thing, soaking all the way down at the bottom. And top lane, we do have 3 members of Cheese Crew pushing in. It is a first Punisher, so I do expect them to only get this front wall. Looks like that's all they're trying to get to. They've already sent Stitches mid lane. Dahaka, like I said earlier, already in that bottom lane soaking. Full 3 lanes soaked for the boys in Cheese Crew, and that's going to be a Punisher and a full front wall going over to the Cheese Crew. Level 7 picked up first as well. Nazeebo getting picked off in that bottom lane. Stitches went down to help. Nice rotation there. And now the camps get started. So we have Nazeebo, Stitches picking up this camp for the Cheese Crew on their side of the map. We have Dahaka in the bottom lane still clearing out minions. KT in the top lane doing his thing. Facing Johanna, though. Johanna's got a better wave clear than KT, but has to play a little safer as to not get blown up. And a new Barak picking up the Misfit Mafia's hard camp. Grabbing those fallen shamans right away. And we're going to have double tank in the top lane again. Mid lane, we do have just Gul'dan looking at a Malfurion, who is going to rotate up to the top lane, looks like, to help out that KT a little bit. Everybody moving around, looking to find their final locations on the map. Stitch is taking a bit of damage. It is a 3-on-1. This could not work out well for Stitches. He's pulling back as quick as he can. It looks like he is going to be safe. Looks for a hook. Does not quite land it. Bottom lane, we do have Dahaka and Vala picking off that Nazeebo yet again. And picking up the bottom camp of Siege Giants. Well, they're not really giants. Impalers, though. And they are the Siege camp. Looks like we do have Rhaegar rotating down with the new Barak. On top of that, Dahaka Vala. Not sure they're going to get as much done as they were hoping, though. Vala pumping out the damage. Black Magic really just knocking those shots down on that Vala. And we're going to have a mid-lane shrine popping up next. Currently only Gul'dan and Nazeebo in that lane. And the boys in Cheese Crew solidifying their lead 10 before Misfit Mafia picks up theirs. Already getting those skills ready. This should be a free shrine over to the Cheese Crew. In the meantime, while we were making our way up here, Cheese Crew did pick up their fallen shaman camp. And now they are soaking mid and destroying skeletal defenders as quickly as they can so that they can take another shrine. 21-0 right now on the skeletal defender lead. This should be a shrine going over to Cheese Crew, but Misfit Mafia finally has their heroics, and ooh, Stitches tried so hard to bring that Nazeebo all the way back inside of their gate. Not quite able to do it. Vala really low. KT is down. Misfit Mafia looking to get some kills here. That was a wonderful silence from Daz. Picking up 3 members with that Twilight Dream, but only saving his team and allowing them to back up. Not going to get a kill. Nazeebo finishing his spider quest over on the Misfit Mafia. Dahaka dragging Rhaegar, trying to stun him in range of those towers, but those towers are out of ammo and not helping anymore. It is 26-0, and it looks like Misfit Mafia going to get some free time on the shrine now. They might be able to pick this up and might be able to push in. Dahaka burrowing back in after getting all the way back to get full health. Quick little grab by Stitches on the Johanna. Not going to be able to kill her, though. She pops her unstoppable. Damage coming out. Still 27-17. Cheese Crew in the lead with the skeletal defenders. Down goes the new Barak. That was the kill that Cheese Crew, I think, was looking for here. And that should be another defender. But 33-27. Nazeebo and Gul'dan poking as much as they can, trying to get it. But 35 down, 38, 39. Another shrine going over to the Cheese Crew. And out comes the Mortar Punisher for the Cheese Crew. 11 versus 11. Teams on the same talents, teams on the same everything, but out comes the Ultimates from Cheese Crew looking to get a kill and a fort, forcing Johanna to go back and tap. I'm not sure they're going to be able to get a fort here, not without a pick. They are doing their best to get a pick on the Misfit Mafia. Misfit Mafia is still able to do it. Another hook lands, and out comes a great Gul'dan Fear, and that's going to be a dead KT. Cheese Crew forced to back off. But in the meantime, we have had Dahaka pushing in this top lane. So Cheese Crew slightly ahead structurally with 2 lanes being pushed in. 3 actually past the gate basically. Misfit Mafia really need to make something happen here if they can. Stitch is looking to check his camp with a hook. Ends up pulling one of the Impalers. So obviously Misfit Mafia not there. They are in the bottom lane looking to finish this bottom Impaler camp. But this could be a problem. It's only a Nubrak Nazebo and in come 4 members of the Cheese Crew. That is going to be a dead Anubrak. He is on the wrong side of the gate. And out comes his E, but he did not get far enough. Anubrak goes down. Out comes the Cocoon just to try and stop and save his life. Not going to work. Nazebo taking a ton of damage from that. Kael'thas. Both teams have hit 13s. Let's go ahead and pop those up. Nazebo so far the only one to finish any of the questing talents that have been picked to date. And this is going to be another set of Impalers doing work on this bottom lane. Meanwhile, mid lane, we do have Rhaegar and Johanna picking up the Misfit Mafia side of the Impalers. And then coming down looking to clear. Oh, looking to engage. This could be the end for KT. He is in a bad spot, popping Phoenix, but down he goes. Not enough damage to save himself from a Nazebo, Rhaegar, and a Johanna. But we do have Cheese Crew looking to turn it around. Gorge on the Johanna, I believe. She is stuck, and out comes the Twilight Dream from Daz on that Malfurion. Still no deaths on the side of Misfit Mafia. They played that just as well as they could have. Oh, and Dahaka looking to be in trouble. This is another turn. Misfit Mafia looking to get a kill here. They are going hard on that Dahaka. He pops his adaptation. He's probably going to survive, but that turn, they tried to turn that fight. That fight is going back and forth, and down goes the Malfurion. Good kill by the Misfit Mafias. Vala coming in from above, trying to help the Cheese Crew maybe salvage something. Not quite able to get it done. And that is the start of the bottom lane shrine with KT dead, and it looks like the boys in Cheese Crew are going to back off and not try to push in quite yet. Maybe take a camp. Dahaka finishing his quest. Oh, here's the camp invade though, and only KT Vala in there. This is bad for KT. He is, oh, helping hand. Maybe saves his life. He needs a heal or the poison's going to get him. Down he goes. Another kill on the KT for the boys in the Misfit Mafia. And they're just taking control of this shrine. 38-0, 40-0. Out comes the Frozen Punisher, looking to do some damage in this bottom lane to the Cheese Crew. Pushing in. I do not think Cheese Crew can stop this fort from going down. They just need to try and pull the Punisher back as far as they can and be ready to defend as much of the keep wall as they can. Down goes the fort. Down goes the tower. Level 16 has been achieved. I'll go ahead and leave those talents up for just another minute. Oh, Stitches just got wrecked. And out comes the Cocoon. Misfit Mafia looking to get a kill on Daz. He pops that Twilight Dream. Not going to save him, though. Down goes the Malfurion. Down goes Vala. And this could be game. That late team fight winning. Dahaka taking a decent amount of damage and dragging Johanna, but not going to be enough to kill her. This is definitely keep. I'm not sure if Misfit Mafia wants to stay in and keep going. It looks like they can't quite decide either. They're thinking about it. 17 versus 16 finally available for Cheese Crew. Now that they're on the same talent tier, Misfit Mafia making the right decision and backing out. That was about as good as they could have hoped for there. Gul'dan looking to maybe take this mid lane fort with the Nubarak and the rest of Misfit Mafia, but taking a ton of damage from that fort. They are going to get it, though. That's another fort down for the Misfit Mafia. Cheese Crew falling a little bit behind structurally now. And level-wise, too. It is 18 versus 16. Misfit Mafia looking to grab every camp they can and just push that XP advantage a little bit more. Look to get maybe a 20 on 17 for the next engagement around a shrine. Everybody grabbing every camp they can. That's going to be most camps going over to Misfit Mafia. Might have a little 5-man scuffle in the mid lane. Everybody is looking to do damage. Out come the ultimates and a ton of damage on a Nubrak. He goes down first. Then Johanna after that Twilight Dream to silence everybody. Hook on the Rhaegar. Not going to be enough to pick him off. But Dahaka looking to grab him with the tongue. That stun is going to be enough to kill the Rhaegar. And that is a 3-4-0 mid lane. Cheese Crew saying, yo, you guys just took our keep, but we're not happy. And we're going to show you why. Looks like we do have 4 members of Cheese Crew pushing in mid lane, looking to take this fort down. Dahaka burrowing into the bottom lane, looking to clear out that bottom lane with that Impaler camp plus a catapult or 2. KT joining him there after Hearthstoning back. Shrine is up in 15, and Cheese Crew takes out the fort, and that's what they were looking for there. 18 to 18.5, just a slight XP lead on the side of Misfit Mafia. Oh, Cheese Crew looking to do a nice invade here on the Impaler camp. Nazebo taking tons of damage, though. And we do have Gul'dan using his fear, sending the boys in Cheese Crew away, saving Nazebo from death. But that is going to be a Fallen Shaman camp over to Cheese Crew in that top lane and invading the Misfit Mafia camp. And, boys and girls, we have an Arcane Punisher in the mid lane. Both teams have no forts here. This is going to be great. Arcane Punisher, definitely the most dangerous Punisher. 24-0 on the Skeletal Defenders right now. Cheese Crew ahead. And now comes the fight. Out comes the hook. Nazebo not killed quite yet. 31-7. Everybody is looking to engage here. Out comes the Twilight Dream and a Nubrak goes down. Same time, Vala completes her quest. This should be an Arcane Punisher over, and if they play this right, it might pop out right on top of Cheese Crew, but Dahaka really needed a heal there. Oh, man, his adaptation wasn't enough to keep him alive. Stitch is so low. Oh, God, he gorged. He gorged Johanna, but Johanna might pick him off there. The team is completely split, and we have the Arcane Punisher just pushing down the mid lane. Stitches is going to survive there. Arcane Punisher right up against that keep gate. And income. Oh my god. Malfurion just took a ton of damage from the Gul'dan. He's so close to dead. And he goes down from that damage. KT and Vala doing what they can by themselves. But it's KT and Vala with no front line. And no healer. What can they do here? Not a whole lot is the answer, unfortunately. That keep is going to survive the Arcane Punisher. 19 versus 19. The next Punisher will definitely be 20. Cheese Crew trying to take advantage of where they are in their situation on the map and grab every camp that they can. Dahaka back there cleaning out a couple of catapults rolling in on the Cheese Crew. And it looks like Cheese Crew might be pushing in bottom. Not quite sure what they plan here, but 20s are available for Misfit Mafia. They go ahead and they get those picked out for the most part. No big surprises there. At least not yet. And we do have the boys in Cheese Crew just continuing to rotate around and grabbing all the camps that they can. Painting the map red, as it were. 20 now available for Cheese Crew. Again, nothing really shocking here. Stitch is nigh unkillable at this point. And both teams just kind of rotating around the map. We will get an engage here. There is literally nothing left on the map. So this last camp is all there is. Looks like Cheese Crew just waiting to ambush. Alright, both teams backing away from each other. Nobody looking to engage yet. This makes sense, right? If you think about it, Misfit Mafia has catapults rolling in the bottom lane. There's no reason for them to throw at this point. They have the structural advantage. They need to just keep cleaning and try to win this next shrine as it comes up in 10 seconds. Should not be arcane because we don't really see double arcane in a row. We do have Cheese Crew kind of backing off a little bit. There is an advantage to Cheese Crew. They do have a fountain to tap if they need to. Ooh, Hook coming out, just barely missing that Nazebo. And that's going to allow Misfit Mafia to take a quick lead. 10-0 on the Skeletal Defenders. Cheese Crew's going to have to get in there and engage, or they risk losing this Mortar Punisher in the top lane. Oh my god, that damage coming out. That's a dead Vala. Gul'dan just doing work along with Nazebo. Out comes the Twilight Dream to try and back the rest of the team off. Cocoon is out. Still tons of damage going out from the Misfit Mafia onto the Cheese Crew. Gul'dan porting away to save his life. And 18-1. Still looking good for Misfit Mafia grabbing this top Mortar Punisher. But in rolls the Cheese Crew. Might be too little too late. 33-1. They are looking for an engage and looking to get a kill. 36-5. It's not looking good. You definitely don't want to be under this Punisher when it pops out. It's just going to bounce around and John Cena all over you. 37-10. Lots of damage coming out, though. This might be the end for Johanna. Indestructible is popped. And we do have a couple of catapults on the core. Out comes the Mortar Punisher for Misfit Mafia. And Cheese Crew in a really bad place here with members outside of the gate. But looks like they are going to get back and not get stunned in a bad position. Vala going to go ahead and clear those catapults off, reducing that core to 54%, though. Those catapults got work done. Out comes the new Barack's Cocoon. Lots of damage ready to hit Malfurion. He is in a bad spot, and down he goes. This could be the end. Dahaka also very, very low. They get the kill through the gate on the Dahaka. KT about to die, down to 1 hit point in the back lane. However, Stitches was able to pick off the Rhaegar in that fight, so that's going to be a 2-for-1. Oh, man, this Punisher's looking to wreak havoc. This could be another keep going down. Misfit Mafia looking to really take advantage of their one-man advantage in this fight right now. Stitch is looking for the hook, not quite able to get it. That's a Punisher still doing damage. Is Misfit Mafia going to back out? Yes, they are. They are not looking to have any of this anymore. Both teams backing out. And Cheese Crew lives to fight another day. Oh, Nubarak and Nazebo, you're getting cheeky here. I know you want that tower. Johanna working down. Misfit Mafia taking over Cheese Crew's Impalers. Looking to steal that camp. They do successfully do so. I expect both teams to paint the map their respective colors. But Misfit Mafia has a great lead on getting that done, as they have already got 2 keeps down. And Cheese Crew has to be worried about non-stop catapults coming in from 2 different lanes now. Misfit Mafia really playing this map well. Looking to get an ambush if possible, but also looking to get this bottom set of Impalers. And now Cheese Crew showing that they were in the top lane, grabbing their Fallen Shaman camp. All right, both teams just kind of peeking around, trying to figure out what they want to do here. I like this. I like what Misfit Mafia is doing right now. They're not showing on the map at all. So until now, Cheese Crew really didn't know where they were. And a bottom lane shrine. If Cheese Crew doesn't win the shrine, this Punisher is going straight to the core. They have to get this shrine, but they have to keep the catapults off the core at the same time. Looks like Misfit Mafia is going to let that shrine get started by Cheese Crew. They're going to go grab their own Fallen Shaman camp in the top lane and have that push against the not protected by a keep top lane of Cheese Crew. Good timing there. The shrine is active, but nobody has started it, and it is going to be a Frost Shrine. Now, the advantage that Cheese Crew has here is at least they can easily clear the bottom lane as they're working on the shrine and try to keep those catapults from overtaking their core again. They only have 54% of their core health left at this point. And out comes all the damage from Misfit Mafia, looking to finish off this shrine as quickly as they can. 12-2 right now on the Skeletal Defenders. Johanna just doing Johanna things, being annoying. Out comes the Phoenix. Tons of damage on the Anubrak. He may go down after that silence. He does indeed go down. Rhaegar wasn't a cocoon, is busted out, but taking a ton of damage. Rhaegar goes down as well. That's 2 for nothing so far in the Cheese Crew. That was the fight they needed. Now they just need to finish off these Skeletal Defenders. Dahak is going to go ahead and try to clear out that Fallen Shaman camp with catapults. It's now pushing on the Cheese Crew's core. Shield's still up though, so Dahak should be there in time to clear that out. And this should be a frozen Punisher going over to Cheese Crew. 28-23, shield's still up, and Dahak almost done clearing back there. 36, 37. This is definitely going to be a Punisher going over to the Cheese Crew. They have secured this bottom lane Punisher and now need to really, really push to make something happen here with the 2-man advantage. Punisher's going to go ahead and get started on that fort in the bottom lane. This is good, though. This means Dahaka doesn't have to worry about any more catapults pushing up from the bottom lane for the next little bit. Fort is down. Punisher still about 80% health. Oh, that was a great hook from Stitches, but Dahaka just using his teleport out. This could be bad. It looks like Nazebo is going low, but Ancestral lands and saves his life. Out comes the cocoon on the Vala. Lots of roots getting thrown out from that frozen Punisher. Keep wall almost down. Down goes the Gul'dan, even though he did pop that fear to try and save everybody's life. And out comes the Twilight Dream. Stitches gets the Gorge. Not sure who that was. I missed it. Oh, Nazebo so low, so dead. That's what happens when you get gorged and pulled away from your team. But the keep still stands. And Cheese Crew not that healthy. I'm not sure they want to push in on that keep. Instead, opting to go into this middle lane and look to take the keep here. Oh, Johanna getting hooked. Pops her unstoppable and walks away. With only Rhaegar plus the 2 tanks, Cheese Crew really should be looking to take advantage of this and finish at this point, in my opinion. There's no reason they can't. And if they wait too much longer, they might be in a really bad situation. 15 seconds until we have Gul'dan up. Cheese Crew bunching up though. Everybody taking core damage, and looks like they are going to back off. No damage on that core, but now we got 3 more catapults from Misfit Mafia on Cheese Crew's core. It looks like Gul'dan's going to go ahead and go back and clear that out. Stitch is making a beeline for the bottom Impaler camp, while Vala, Malfurion, and KT take out this mid camp first. Stitches might be in trouble here. Rhaegar is scouting it out. Oh, Stitches is in trouble. He is going down fast. That's going to be the end of Stitches. Remember, boys and girls, post 20 roaming solo means you might die. Never a good situation to be in. And without Stitches, we might see Misfit Mafia just push in this bottom lane and win. They only need to take 8% off this core. Those catapults did a ton of work. They don't even need to go near this top shrine. Just roll in, do the damage to the core, win the game. And it looks like that is what Misfit Mafia is going to do. And that's going to be game number 1 going over to Misfit Mafia. That core went down almost instantaneously once they focused on it.